So today's a day. Me and Clayton already stripped down that Celica. So now Pick and Pull's gonna come pick it up next week. Obviously gotta get this out of the way. Move the XB out of the way, the Matrix out of the way. We gotta get the Corolla to the backyard. And if you guys remember, the clutch disc is pretty much stuck to the pressure plate and the flywheel. So I'm just gonna smell nothing but clutch on the drive up the dirt driveway. So let's go ahead and move the salt up. My cousin's cracking up because he's never seen me do this, and I've done this plenty of times because those steering wheels always sell for a good amount of money. So I gotta turn the wheel all the way. Aussie, get her inside. Go inside.
Aussie, go inside.
Go inside. Tell her, take her inside.
Weren't you eating, dog?
So I got the Celica right here. This is where Pick and Pull's gonna come pick it up. Now, my oh my God, I have a wet shoe. It's so sad to see her like this, but finally gonna fix her. Oh no! I guess we're gonna buy another one of those. California sun, man. Let's see if she starts. I haven't started her up in a long time. So we need to start in gear because transmission gets stuck. So I'm gonna do this off camera, guys. All right, guys, made it to the backyard. Made it to the backyard. All right, she's in the backyard. It's been a while since this car's been in the backyard, but this is gonna be a little lengthy repair, I guess I should say, because we're gonna drop the transmission, and because which gear was it? My third, downshifting into fourth gear, it started grinding. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop the transmission, and in about a month, we're gonna go to Long Beach, California for Toyota Fest, and we're gonna take the transmission to my good old buddy Miko, who's gonna look at it, and he's probably gonna fix all the synchros and whatnot, replace whatever's broken, and get this back on the road, because this is a really reliable car. But unfortunately, I guess the clutch decided to take a shit, and now we have to drop it and see what happened. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same exact thing that happened the first time. So annoyed, but it has to get done. Right, Junior? Has to get done?
Yeah.
What in tarnation?
What the fuck?
What in tarnation? Hey, what's your car?
My car?
How do you say it?
The Scion?
The Scion. I'm gonna tell you this. It's pronounced Scion.
Scion,
okay? Are you camera shy? Why are you camera shy? I need you in at least one video since you're staying here.
How long have I been staying here? Almost a year now?
So I already have the car on jack stands. I'm not gonna show you guys how I dropped the transmission because I already have a video of that, and it's actually well detailed. So if you guys are interested, I'll go ahead and put the link for that video in the description down below. So I'm gonna do the most cringiest shit on YouTube, where they like to snap their finger and pretend like they dropped whatever it is in like a mere couple of seconds. So on the snap of my finger, you guys will see the transmission right there in 3, 2. So there you have it. It's already dropped. There's the Exedy clutch. Let's go ahead and check it out. But I already dropped it, so I kind of already see what's going on. Let me bring it out here. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna lift up the clutch disc. Oh, same fucking shit. Holy crap. This is literally the same thing that happened the last time. So this got hot. So I don't really think it did that much damage to my Fidanza flywheel. If anything, it did more damage to the pressure plate, as you can see. Here, let me get the thumbnail. The thumbnail right here. Actually, that's crazy, man. Let me see if I get a better angle at that. But the Fidanza flywheel looks fine. So I don't think I really need to resurface it. I do kind of see some heat spots right here, and I kind of do see that line going all around the center, because I believe that's from when it was getting hot from there, and the heat was just transferring over from the backside. I don't know, maybe, but I think I should be fine not replacing this. But for sure, no more Exedy clutches. I'm done with the Exedy for I guess track purposes. These clutches are perfect if you just daily drive them. But if you're gonna take them to the track, forget it. These do not last in the track. These just don't last in the track, and it's crazy. You can see all along right here. So that means that it wasn't disengaging, and that's why my thing was my gears were stuck. That's crazy, man. It literally broke the same way. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a picture of how the old one looked. Literally broke the same way. It's fucking sick, dude. It's fucking sick. This took me about an hour and 20 minutes, so I'm already like an expert at dropping these C60s from like Corolla, Celicas and whatnot. You don't even need to put a brace or anything. The engine will hold itself on the cross member. So engine is up there. It's easy. It's not even a hard job, guys. This is all the tools I use. This is all stuff from like you could get from like Harbor Freight. That's a Sears kit from Craftsman, a 3/8 millimeter. It's 10 to 18. I only use 10, 12, 14. That's it. These, I use the bigger ones like 24 for the drain, 19, 17, 14. And obviously this makes the job easier. You don't really need it. Flathead just to get to some clips and whatnot. This for the shifter cables, clips. This for the axles. Oh, where's my C60 fork? Yeah, I forgot about that. So there's a video. I'm probably gonna do a separate video on how I do it. But C60 throwout bearing fork, very easy to get the driver's side axle out. And then it could either be a 30 or 32. There's usually a 30 toll point if you have OEM axles, but because I have aftermarket ones, it's a 32 6-point. So that's from Harbor Freight. These are from Harbor Freight. Swivel head 3/8, 1/2-inch ratchet. And then we got Harbor Freight extensions. We got the 1/2-inch ones and then 3/8 ones. And then the socket set of 1/2-inch from Harbor Freight from 11 to 24 millimeter. This is all basic stuff. You don't need professional tools, guys. I have a Harbor Freight jack stand. This makes it easier to get the axle bolts out, but you could use a breaker bar and whatnot and get them out that way. Jack stands from AutoZone because the Harbor Freight ones were recalled. So that's why I'm using AutoZone or O'Reilly's jack stands. But yeah, I'm done with Exedy clutches. There's no way you're gonna get me to put one of those on a track car. They're great on dailies. If you're just gonna daily it from work and whatnot, do a pull here and there. But the minute you take it to the track and abuse the crap out of it, that's what's gonna happen. That's no more. I'm gonna do my research. Let me know in the comments down below what clutch you guys recommend. But for sure, we're done. We're done with Exedy 16800 stage 1 Exedy. Hot garbage. Do not buy. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the video right here. It's just a little mini rant. So I'm gonna try and answer some of your guys' questions. I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram about what clutch was this? What were you doing? How did it feel like when you were driving in? It broke, I guess. So the first time I bought this clutch was back in like 2017, 2018 when I did my first timing chain cover gasket on my 2ZZ, and I ended up pulling out the engine and transmission all together so that I could do the clutch as well. And it's the Exedy Stage 1 16800 Stage 1. I think I said that. And it worked for like 2-3 years. And I was doing pulls here and there. I would daily drive it to work. But when I took it to the track, Thunderhill, it took the abuse I gave it. I mean, I don't want to say abuse, but like it took the beating I put the clutch through going to the track. And maybe about 2 to 3 months later, 2.5 maybe, I was driving to Clayton's house because we were going to drive up to Corning, California to do a job for one of my customers. And out of nowhere, I started to feel like the shifting through gears was extremely hard. Like it just felt really, really hard. Like I had to jam it into gear, and it worked. It got me to his house, but pretty much it felt like the car got stuck in gear. I couldn't pop it back out into neutral unless I would turn off the car and put it into gear and turn it back on. But even if it was in gear and I would turn it on, the car would just immediately launch forward. It wouldn't even idle in neutral. It wouldn't. So hit up a friend and he said it's most likely your clutch is stuck. You're gonna need to take it apart and see what happens. And lo and behold, that's what happened the first time. And second time around, I decided to say, you know what, I'm gonna give Exedy another chance. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and see if it happens again. And it drove fine for the year, but come November 26th, I took it to Thunderhill again, second track session, and it was fine. It was perfect. And maybe around, what was it? It was my girlfriend's mom's birthday time. I drove out to San Jose to pick her up to go to Olive Garden, and it did the same thing. It felt extremely hard getting it into gear and putting it out of gear, maybe like 2 to 3 months after the Thunderhill track day. So I don't think these clutches are meant to be able to handle all that constant abuse and just pressure and strength that you be doing at the track, I guess, at Thunderhill. So I'm done with Exedy. If it's a customer's car, I'm just gonna be like, I don't recommend these for track purposes, but if you're gonna daily them, they're perfect for what they are. Everyone on Instagram was DMing me saying go with ACT or comp clutch, and Clayton has an ACT clutch, I believe, so I'm gonna go with that clutch and see where it goes from there, because Clayton already has 2 track sessions on that single clutch. So we're gonna get the C60. I'm gonna take the C60 with me to Toyota Fest and drop it off at my friend's house. He's gonna replace the 4th gear synchro because downshifting into 4th gear, it's starting to grind kind of bad. So gonna take that to him. He has another one of my transmissions from the silver Matrix XRS that I parted out, so he's gonna rebuild that one. I'm possibly gonna get a Cusco LSD for it and just kind of have it on the side for whenever I need it, and rebuild this one that's in my Corolla, which has a TRD LSD. So we're gonna go from there and hope for the best, and just follow me on this journey, guys. See you guys.